Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true.
Jamaica News in Review. 19-year-old motorcyclist dies in St. Anne crash. A 19-year-old is dead after his motorcycle collided with a Toyota motor truck in Runaway Bay, St. Anne on Saturday night. The deceased is Anthony Dawkins of Salem Runaway Bay in the parish. Reports from the lawmen are that around 7:30 p.m., Dawkins was driving his motorcycle along the roadway when he lost control and collided into the truck. The police and brigade were called to the scene, and Dawkins was taken to hospital where he later died. A friend of Dawkins told reporters that he had hopes of becoming an entrepreneur. Always hear him say one day he might have him own business, he might go open a car wash and do him thing. Think him did even start and put up some money towards it. It is just sad that him never get to do it, he stated. He said Dawkins enjoy making others happy. Whenever he's around you, you will laugh, trust me. He's a youth that just know how to get along with people. Right now, all of his friends and families are hurting right now. Just have to say, stay rest in peace, you know, he said. According to the Road Safety Unit, since the start of the year, motorcyclists account for 33% of fatalities on the nation's roads. Suspect held after man found dead in St. Catherine. One man has been taken into custody following the discovery of a body of another in Larceny, Spanish Town, St. Catherine on Sunday morning. The dead man, who has so far only been identified as Eva, was found along Creation Drive in Livingston. He and the suspect live in the same yard, the police stated. Information reaching reporters indicate that around 10 p.m. Saturday, residents heard both the now deceased and the suspect arguing. Around 6:40 on Sunday morning, residents stumbled upon Eva's body and summoned the police. Police visited the area and found the now deceased lying on his back, clad in a white shirt, blue pants, and burgundy water boots with what appeared to be stab wounds to the upper body. The suspect, the police said, is in hospital being treated for chop wounds. Cabinet wants to hold airport operator to more stringent conditions. Transport Minister Darrell Voss has revealed that Cabinet is considering how to hold Park Kingston Airport Limited, PACAL, to more stringent conditions management agreement in respect to its management of Norman Manley International Airport. The Transport Minister, speaking Friday at the first Norman Manley International Airport Forum for 2023, urged PACAL to speedily address the issues plaguing the Kingston-based airport. Negotiations have been finished and, once that is done, there has been signed, they will pave the way for PACAL to do and live by the agreement. It is also outlined in terms of timelines and what needs to be done and when it needs to be done, and the template will be non-negotiable, he declared. Mr. Voss is also urging greater collaboration among industry stakeholders who, he stressed, operate business and invest millions and millions of dollars, and they need to have a more clear path in their mind in relation to their investment and how the investment can be expanded. In July, flights were delayed and operator on halts at Norman Manley International Airport due to a lengthy power outage. There has also been public concern regarding the quality of service at the airport, including the poor condition of the bathrooms. JOA donates $1 million to Sunshine Girl in the wake of Rumlane fire. The Jamaica Olympic Association, JOA, has stepped in to help getting 22-year-old national netballer Larceny Wilson back on her feet. Wilson and her family had their lives turned upside down last Thursday when a fire declimated their Rumlane downtown home in Kingston. Earlier today, at the office of the JOA, Christopher Samoda, president of the association, announced that Adelaide Thunderbird and Sunshine Girl representative will be receiving $1 million towards her road to recovery. Mother desperately searching for missing dancehall artist Medic. The heartbreaking news of her daughter's disappearance has left Millicent McCurdy, the mother of Jamaican dancehall DJ Stephanie Williams, in distress. Williams, 29, was reported missing on Thursday, was last seen wearing a black blouse, black ties, and a pair of black shoes. She is of brown complexion, slim build, and approximately 5 feet 7 inches tall. Reports from the Constant Spring Police are that Williams, who is from Mayfair, Wade Hills Road in St. Andrew, left home sometime on Thursday afternoon and has not been seen since. In a tearful interview to reporters, McCurdy said that she knew something was amiss when she repeatedly tried to call her daughter on Thursday evening but was unable to get through. She deemed it strange because Williams, the first of her 3 daughters, was constantly on her phone, she said. She sleeps with her phone. She wakes up with her phone. She does everything with her phone, McCurdy said, adding that the two shared a special bond and would speak frequently, especially because McCurdy lives in Savannah Lamar, Westmoreland, where she raised her children. The distraught mother shared that in an earlier conversation with one of her sisters, Williams said she had a video shoot to do in Otra, St. Anne, and her boyfriend, a road manager, told her to get ready for the event. Since then, said the mother, all attempts made by relatives to get in touch with her daughter have been futile. She said the family is yet to receive a response from Williams' management team, Navigator Entertainment, after multiple attempts to get information about the planned video shoot. McCurdy and her youngest daughter are currently in Kingston in search of answers while working with the police to find her missing child. It's very worrying and distressing. We've been trying to contact her to see if anyone has heard from her, to see if we can try to figure out what has happened or what is happening, a family member told reporters, adding that when you go missing, as the time extends, it gets more serious. She's a fairly popular person, so maybe someone saw her in a car, somewhere, something. So any information that we can get will be useful at this point in time, the family member continued. Medic is a well-known performer on the dancehall scene, best known for her songs, Boss Level, with Devalante, and Like War. She is also a businesswoman who manufactures and distributes natural hair and skin products under the brand name Reborn Holistic. Family members describe Williams as a woman with a strong work ethic and an unwavering sense of independence. Her affection for her family and friends, particularly her mother and sisters, with whom she has a close relationship, is frequently expressed through warm embraces. I need your help, McCurdy said, pleading with anyone with information to contact the Constant Spring Police at 876-924-1421, the Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. 3 shot, 2 fatally in St. Anne bar. 2 men were shot and killed, and another wounded at a bar in Damhead Square, Stearton, St. Anne on Tuesday night. The deceased have been identified as Javarda Whitlock, a 39-year-old chef, and 27-year-old Akeem Reed, otherwise called Olahead, a laborer, both of the community. Reports are that about 10:50 p.m., Whitlock, Reed, and another man were at a bar having drinks when a motor car drove up and men alighted and opened gunfire at them. They were taken to hospital, where Whitlock and Reed were pronounced dead, and the other man admitted for treatment. One resident who opted not to be named described the incident as tragic. I feel a way about the incident, brother, me nah lie, because this is not a violent area. To hear 2 people die at once is awful, he stated. He expressed that he hopes the police will bring the perpetrators to justice. These are 2 youths who have hardly started life. They just start living their life, I just hope the police catch anybody who do this, or if you don't, and you know who it is, stop killing, he said. Official statistics have shown that some 53 people have been killed in St. Anne since the start of the year, an increase of 12% in comparison to 41 in the corresponding period last year. Man charged in theft of $300,000 worth of items from St. Anne home. Larceny-related charges have been laid against a 50-year-old man after he allegedly broke into a home and stole over $300,000 worth of items in Salem Runaway-based St. Anne on August 19. Charged with housebreaking and larceny is Huntley Johnson, otherwise called Brenton, of the community. Reports are that about 5 p.m., the complainant went to his house and discovered that it had been broken into. The man reported the matter to the police, and acting upon information, the lawman went to Johnson's home, where the stolen items were allegedly discovered. The items have an estimated value of $370,000. Johnson was later charged in the presence of his attorney. Mandeville reeling. Shock, anger, and fear are the dominant emotions in the central town in Jamaica following last Friday's brazen attack on a team of Berylum carriers, in which the criminals made off with a yet undisclosed amount of money. According to Custos of Manchester, Garfield Green, the blatant attack has left Mandeville reeling. It's going to show that they gunmen have no respect for the life of civilians. They have no respect for the authority. They stop at nothing to get what they want, stated Green. We cannot be too safe at all. I am just concerned that quiet Mandeville. What happened in a quiet town? I never expected this to happen here, and it was just very scary. These guys are very scary. They are barefaced. They have no heart, added Green. It was a similar sentiment for Lindell Trevor Heaven, a chairman of FISCA and president of the Late Magistrate Association of Jamaica, who said the incident is devastating to Mandeville. Manchester has never seen anything like this before. Mandeville in particular has been a very peaceful and very residential area. We do not find these kinds of activities in our communities, Heaven told reporters at a ceremony in Mandeville on Saturday night. We find this as devastating to all of us, believe me. It is just going to show how exposed we are as a country and as people that we can do anything at any moment to be faced with this kind of terror and violent act against law-abiding citizens, he stated. Up to press time, 2 of the 5 people shot in the robbery remained hospitalized in critical condition, with family members praying for the best. A senior police source told reporters that one of the victims was transferred from the Mandeville Regional Hospital to a hospital in the corporate area. The victim with the gunshot wound to his head was transferred from the same night, and at least one other is at the hospital, a female who sustained a gunshot wound to the abdomen, said the police source. The source pointed out that more than 48 hours after a group of gunmen attacked a Burlham crew at Scotia facility in Mandeville, the police are yet to determine the amount of money they escaped with. It is expected that detectives proving the case will meet with the officials of Burlham to ascertain the figure. The attack on the Burlham couriers occurred shortly after 5 p.m. on Friday outside a branch of Scotiabank. Footage, which has gone viral, shows men armed with heavy weapons making their escape with 2 bags presumably containing cash. On Saturday, the police said a suspect was apprehended driving one of the 2 vehicles that it is believed the criminals made their escape in. Police said the suspect was traveling in a black Toyota Wish motor car, which was intercepted about 1:30 a.m. on Saturday in the vicinity of Sunset Boulevard on the 4-pass main road in Clarendon. Police said 1 9mm magazine, 1 M16 round, 2 AK-47 rounds and a ski mask were found in the vehicle. It is understood that the vehicle, which bore mismatched registration plates, belongs to a resident of Portmore, St. Catherine. He, the suspect, is in custody, so the investigation is ongoing. We're doing the work up. He will be charged because ammunition were found in the car, unauthorized possession of ammunition that is automatic. As it relates to what happened on the ground in Mandeville, we will decide as we go forward where he is concerned, the source stated. According to the source, contrary to some media reports, he was not aware of any former Burlham employee or bank employees being questioned by the police in relation to the incident. In a statement on Saturday, Scotiabank said it was very saddened by the event and strongly condemned this brazen act of violence. We express our sympathies to those injured in this incident and pray for their speedy recovery. We encourage members of the public who have information about this incident to immediately contact the Jamaica Constabulary Force, said the bank. Mavis Bank gets community Wi-Fi. The scenic rural community of Mavis Bank in St. Andrew East Rural now has a new addition to its roster of interesting features in the form of free and safe community Wi-Fi. The service was brought to scores by residents of the Universal Service Fund USF, which has been enabling community Wi-Fi service at dozens of town centers island-wide. Speaking during the August 21st launch at the facility in Mavis Bank Square, USF Director of Projects Jermaine Robinson underscored that the ongoing initiative is part of the organization's mandate. The USF is charged with the responsibility of bringing Jamaica into the new age of being a knowledge-based society, he said, while pointing out that the entity has been implementing a number of information and communications technology ICT solutions. An enthused Member of Parliament, Juliet Holness, welcomed the newest addition to the community, noting that the initiative represents a new age for Mavis Bank. Persons who are over 70 and 80 who live in Mavis Bank Division will tell you that they didn't know what something like this called Community Wi-Fi Access Point would ever exist in the era in their wildest dreams and imagination, she said. They used to have to go up to the buggy and go down to Papine to do everything. Then they got vehicles. But even with that, they used to have to use our post offices, and post office letters used to take forever. So we are here in a different space, and we have to thank USF for that, the MP expressed.
Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell.